What's the closest equivalent to the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 since that phone went up in smoke late last year? For months the answer to that question was the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, but the Meizu Pro 6 Plus provides a surprisingly compelling alternative. It's very tricky to find in the UK, but if you manage to track it down then you should be looking to pay around the £400 mark. Considering you're getting an all-metal phone with many of the same specs as the aforementioned Galaxy Note 7, minus the stylus, that's quite a proposition. Design. Meizu has plenty of experience creating metal-bodied phones now, so it's no surprise to find that its high-end Pro 6 Plus is very elegantly built. Elegant, but hardly original. The phone's rounded edges, drilled ports and horizontal antenna lines reveal another Android phone that tapes Apple's iPhone 6, and beyond, design language. There's really little to note about the phone's appearance. What's more remarkable is how pleasant and manageable the phone is given that it employs a huge 5.7-inch display. It still isn't a handset you'll use comfortably single-handed, but thanks to its 7.3mm thin, 158 grams body, I never felt like the seams of my trouser or jacket pockets were in any danger. Display. Meizu hasn't cut any corners with the Pro 6 Plus display. Indeed, on paper, its specs match up to the dearly departed Samsung Galaxy Note 7, a 5.7-inch behemoth with a QHD 1440 by 2560 pixels, resolution for a fine 515 pixel density. Even the panel type matches Samsung's X flagship, a super vivid Super AMOLED. It would be a tad optimistic to hope that the picture would be as good. It's not. But while Samsung remains the king of AMOLED, I had few complaints with Meizu's effort. Performance. Given that the Meizu Pro 6 Plus has a rather hit-and-miss UI, it feels surprisingly slick in general usage. For that you can probably thank its monstrous Exynos 8890 CPU, which is the custom Samsung processor that powers the likes of the Samsung Galaxy S7. It shouldn't be lost on you that this is also the chip that powered the infamous Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Backed by 4GB of RAM, this is a true top-end performer. The Exynos 8890 is an octa-core chip, with 4 standard 1.5 GHz Cortex-A53 cores handling most of the day-to-day running, and 4 custom 2.0 GHz Mongoose cores devouring high-end tasks. Software. The Meizu Pro 6 Plus runs on Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow out of the box. This isn't the freshest build of Android in town these days, with Android 7.0 Nougat officially landing back in August 2016. Not that this matters in practical terms. With Meizu's Flyme 6.0 UI layered on top, this is a heavily tweaked version of Android regardless. Camera. Meizu has fitted the Pro 6 Plus with a more than respectable 12-megapixel camera, ably enhanced by an f/2.0 aperture. It's always good to see in a sub-500 phone, and a combination of phase detection and laser autofocus. The image sensor's 1.25 micrometers pixel size isn't as impressive as the likes of the Google Pixel XL, but it's perfectly decent. Indeed, perfectly decent is a pretty good way to summarize the Meizu Pro 6 Plus camera's performance overall. Outside, in good lighting, and even indoors with good lighting, I captured some shots that genuinely impressed with their detail and the speed at which the phone took them. Battery. Although it might be an indictment on modern smartphone design priorities, one of the key appeals to very large phones is that they tend to come with correspondingly large batteries. That proves to be the case with the Meizu Pro 6 Plus. While 3,400 mAh isn't the biggest power unit on the market, some super-sized phones have burst through the 4,000 mAh barrier. It remains a good size. More importantly, it helps the phone last a good spell in between charges. The last is verdict. The Meizu Pro 6 Plus is a very accomplished phablet that carries its large 5.7-inch display with considerable poise. While a new smartphone generation is virtually upon us, the Pro 6 Plus currently offers flagship specs and excellent performance for a very reasonable price. It might not quite be the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 replacement you've been waiting for, but the Meizu Pro 6 Plus remains a very well-spec'd phablet with extremely impressive performance for a low price, if you can find one.